Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michael Carbone. I am a business and immigration attorney in Staten Island, New York. And today I want to cover the question, can I visit my sick relative in my home country if I have DACA? Now, before I dive into this topic, if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Otherwise, if you want to set up a consultation with me, visit us at carboneattorneys.com. We have a button in the top right corner of our website. Click it, fill it out, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So, traveling with DACA. As many of you may or may not know, traveling outside of the United States while you have DACA is not permitted unless you are granted explicit permission to do so. If you are to book a ticket and leave the United States to any country, Canada, Mexico, Spain, France, anywhere, you will lose your DACA status and possibly be prevented from re-entering the United States. Obviously, you don't want that to happen. So what do you need to do in order to get permission to leave the United States? So the process for requesting permission from the government to leave is called Advance Parole. Now, it's very important to note that you must already have DACA if you want to leave. You cannot simultaneously apply for DACA initially and also request advance parole. Also, as a caveat, initial DACA applications are on pause right now due to federal litigation. So if you are filing an initial petition, it will not be reviewed until that litigation gets resolved. Now, for anyone that already has DACA, you want to apply for advance parole either at the same time that you're renewing your DACA, or you want to apply for advanced parole with enough time before your DACA status is going to expire. You need to give time for the application to be processed, and you don't want to be dealing with renewals and waiting on advanced parole. It just gets a little messy. So given that, in order to actually qualify for advanced parole, the reason that you are leaving needs to fall within one of three categories. So category number one is going to be education-based. So the reason that you are seeking permission to leave the United States is you are in a program in school and there is a study abroad program, there's some seminar that's a part of your education. You will need to submit the paperwork associated with the educational program that you're a part of as a part of your advance parole application. The second category is employment-based. Now, employment-based is related to your job, obviously. There has to be a conference, or you're taking a role abroad. Anything related to your employment, you obviously have to document that and include that paperwork with your advance parole application and prove that you are employed at this time and the reason for leaving is directly correlated with your employment. Now, finally, the last topic is humanitarian purposes. So humanitarian purposes can cover a wide range of issues, but most often it is to get a medical treatment for yourself, to visit a sick or dying relative, to visit and attend the funeral of a deceased relative, or to visit the grave of a deceased relative. So in order to apply through this process, you're going to want to submit paperwork that documents your relative's condition. So the topic of this video is visiting your sick relative. So you'll need medical records and any paperwork from your relative's doctor that shows that they are in a sick condition, the details of their condition, and you'll also want to provide a statement in support of your advance parole application. Once you submit all of the paperwork and the government approves your advance parole request, you can then depart safely and go visit your sick relative. And the cool thing is that when you come back into the United States, you will then have what's considered a lawful entry. Once you have a lawful entry, you now qualify for adjustment of status. This means that were you to marry a US citizen or have a US citizen relative that's going to petition for you, you do not have to leave and go to your home country to complete that process. You can actually do it here within the United States, and that is directly because you were granted advance parole, you left, and then you were admitted back into the United States. that lawful entry is the key to being able to apply for adjustment of status. So that's it. That's the video. That is the topic of advance parole and DACA recipients being able to visit their sick relatives abroad. If you like this video and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and I'll keep making them.